Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me again on Yachting. I am here with Marcela. You must have known her. Like, if you haven't been living under the rock, you know who Marcela is because she's been on tons of magazine promoting women in the yachting industry. She's a business developer for ICON Yachts, and she's been on Yacht Dame, and she even has her own show and her own website, and blah blah blah. So many things. We are so happy she took the time and is here with us, um, talking to us about Corona and how things are affecting not only yachting, mainly is what is she seeing where she is. So, hi, Marcella, how are you?
Hi, Andrea. I'm good. Good to see you again. And I'm super excited about our connections and everything that we're doing towards the yachting industry. It's a very good energy to have young women in yachting and working forward. And I think that, yeah, the future looks really bright. And I am happy to share good ideas and positive news with people like-minded like you.
Yes, so happy. We actually have a chat, if you've seen it around, about people that are helping and supporting the yachting industry through the time of Corona. And you might have seen it on my stories. If not, I'm going to push it out again so you see it again. But so Marcella's been sharing inside of Monaco. That is where you're based right now, right?
Right. Yes.
So can you tell us what are you seeing in Monaco? Any restrictions? How are you working? And just tell us a little
Yeah.
bit about how you're going through this.
So I've been completely locked down for 15 days, and completely locked down means I haven't left the door at all. Like we've been completely locked down. I mean, maximum is that I go for like an hour or so to the garden with my baby girl, and then that's it. We have no contact with the neighbors. If I need something, I order it on the online or I call the pharmacies. So everything is closed, like everything that is non-essential is absolutely closed. And what is weird is that despite the fact that we've been completely locked down, the cases are still increasing. So now in Monaco, we are around 32 positive cases, including Prince Albert. So the Prince of Monaco is infected. And then it's crazy to imagine how many handshakes he did before he tested positive. So right now we are just waiting to see if there is going to be any more results. So actually, if you have the symptoms, you're not allowed to go to the hospital because then you're risk of infecting others. They have a special phone number that you call, and then they will diagnose you, or they will send an ambulance over with the special precautions and everything that they need. And they are pushing people to stay home and then take care from home with anything that they can do, but not going to the hospital. And then what is really sad is that the pharmacies, they don't allow people older than 70 years old in. So actually, here in the south of France, you have a lot of elder people because in Europe they come here for the sun, for the heat, so they come here to retire. And it's really sad just to think that if they need something, I'm not saying they got coronavirus, but if they have any other condition, any other illness, they are not allowed in the pharmacies. But I think the pharmacies have a system of like shipping and ordering online, but these people are not very computer savvy. So yeah, I mean, in France, you have to print a certificate, like a statement that, and then you have to tick. They have four options of reasons why are you going out, and then if the police stops you, I heard that there's been cases where they fine a lot of people if it's a non-essential trip. They have been fined. And but there's a lot of people that maybe don't have a printer, or maybe they ran out of ink or whatever. So this is an issue. So they are asking in the neighborhood that if you could please print some statements and share it with the older people to do it, because if you go out without a statement, then you get fined. So yeah, I mean the situation it's very alarming. Obviously, we are in the frontier with Italy, which is like the second biggest country affected, of course. So yeah, it is a little bit worrisome. But on the other side, we have great weather, and it's sunny. And what I've heard, the virus doesn't like the heat. So I am very hopeful that now with the weather getting better and better, that we're gonna see less and less cases.
Yeah, we all hope so. But I wanted to get back to that lockdown. So the lockdown that you've had, that you haven't left the door, I did not know that. Wow. So you can't leave because you're not allowed to leave, or this was self-inflicted in the sense that you're
No,
just
you're
being
not.
cautious. You're not
You're not.
allowed. So what about the
Mhm.
supermarket? There are some essential places, like you were saying, pharmacy, hospital, supermarket. How do you get to those places?
Yeah, you have to print a statement to say that I'm going to the supermarket, and then in that case you can go. But most of my friends are not even going to the supermarket because there's huge lines and you have to wait outside because they don't allow everybody in. So I think it's like 10 people every 20 minutes or something like this. But still there's really, really long lines, so you're still putting yourself at risk by going out. So a lot of my friends are just ordering, but the problem is that for me, in my case, I've been trying, I have an Amazon Prime account, and I've been trying to order on Amazon, and it's impossible. It's basically non-existent. Today I was on the phone with them and they told me sorry. So it's been 3 days that I tried to pass my order and it didn't go through. And then other supermarket websites are crashing because there is too many people on it, or you have to wait 15 days to get delivered. So people need to shop for 15 days in advance, and then there's not a lot of products left. It's crazy because in my cart I had like 69 articles in my cart, and now I have like 55, and they say, like, basically they just like ran out of stock of those products. So yeah, I mean,
How long have you been on lockdown? How long has
15 days.
this? 15 days.
Yes.
And was it like overnight, or were you guys slowly went from some restrictions and then to ultimate lockdown, or you went?
So I would say it's maybe 20 days that it was like a personal decision just to like reduce it. So going out only when it was absolutely necessary, but I was still working, and I still attended a conference at the yacht club, which was full. Everybody was there. But then I don't know the exact date, but then the president in France did a speech, and then the prince in Monaco also did a speech, and then after that, we are all in lockdown.
In lockdown. Wow. I saw that you had posted a very good video about washing stuff. So many of you think, oh, if I'm out and then I wash my hands, it's fine. But if you bring products in that were exposed to the virus, different surfaces let the virus live for a different amount of time, hours, and some even days. So if you can tell us a little bit about that, I'm so happy you researched
Yeah,
this.
yeah, exactly. Because that was something that I was thinking about. What happens when you bring things in? Because the virus, it is not a living organism. The virus, it is a molecular protein, and it's actually a very weak one. And then it is protected by a protective layer of a lipid, which is fat. That's why you need to wash your hands with soap, because the soap dissolves the fat, and therefore the molecule dissolves, right? But this molecule can last 24 hours in cardboard. 24 hours in cardboard. So on milk packages, on everything that you buy, it lasts
Everything you
one.
order on Amazon, people.
Everything,
Everything.
yes. And then on plastic, it's 2 to 3 days. So can you imagine the products that you order globally from around the world? They come from all over the world. Your chips, your crackers, your cheese, your salad, your tomatoes, they are coming from all over the world. So they go through many trucks, many planes, many people touching it, many people putting it on the shelves and arranging it, people coughing, people sneezing, people touching it and putting it back. So I mean, if it lasts 2 or 3 days on plastic, and you bring it in your home, and you've been for quarantine for 15 days, then all of your efforts that you've done are for nothing, because you bring that virus inside your home. So basically, I did a video on how to clean the stuff that you bring in from the supermarket, using a special mixers, and how to clean the fruits, and then just like a protocol every time you come in your house. it's really apocalyptic, and it's like I mean, I wish it was not true. It's like, what? You come back home, you remove your shoes, you take a shower, you wash everything you put inside your house. I mean, it's just like, wow. But that's why you also need to be careful in elevators, because also in stainless steel and in metal, the virus lasts 2 to 3 days. So everything like door handles, doorbells, elevator, stair railways, like everything you touch. And then they say don't touch your face. You know how difficult that is, because we do it without thinking, just like this, if your eye itches, and then this, like you're just doing it all the time. You don't even notice, like when you read a newspaper, you lick your
Your
fingers, and then you.
palms, your thumbs,
But
yeah.
then if somebody else has touched that newspaper, there you go. It's just so easy. So I think the best is just to clean and protect.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, you guys will definitely see this video. I'm linking it in here. She has it on her IGTV, so you get to watch it. Um, we actually have to cut this short. She has so much information that we have to talk to Marcela again. But Marcela, if anyone wants to see your IGTV, I know you're staying on top of the news and actually sharing a lot of information with everybody. So how can people reach you? Where is that information?
So I have my Instagram called On Board with Marcela, and there I usually share a lot of tips on business, how to do business in different cultures, because I have the experience of traveling all over the world and doing business with Russians, Asians, and Middle Easterns. So I like to share tips about that, and a lot of like travel tips for business people when you're traveling for business. But now I'm a recent mom, and I have a beautiful daughter. She's 1 year old, and she is the star of the show. So you can follow her. So it's On Board with Marcela. It's my Instagram, and then I also have a blog, onboardwithmarcela.com. And I am also working on the first textbook for yachting called Yachting 101, where I tell every chapter about the entire industry. So from naval architecture, yacht building, yacht design, yacht sales, etc., etc. So that's coming up at the end of the year.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm super excited about this book. I heard about it. She had mentioned this before, so that's awesome. She also has a podcast. All the links will be in the description. Check her out. I love some of the podcasts I was able to watch on YouTube. You have to follow her. Thank you so much. All this information you heard is from Monaco and the south of France. Thanks again, and hope to see you soon.
All right. See you soon, Andrea. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Bye.